Hi, welcome to Ed Foodie. We're going to try a really interesting dish today. It's called the chickpea and sweet potato stew. Um, just from the title, it doesn't sound great, but when you look at all the ingredients that are in here, they're such a great combination. It's going to be like fireworks on your tongue when you start to taste this. So let's get started. All right, the first thing I want to do, I'll tell you what I did on the sweet potato. I put it in boiling water for about just 10 minutes and took it out, got it cooled off so it didn't cook any longer. And that was mainly just I could peel it a lot easier that way. And now I'm going to, I sliced it into 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch pieces. And now we're just going to put it in a dicer and get some nice consistent cubes. And I think it's going to be good cooking these a little bit ahead of time. They won't cook as long in the stew. All right, so let's go to the stovetop. So we got our pretty good size of pot here. I'm going to pour in, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon of oil. I've got it on a medium heat. All right, my oil's warm. I've got a 1/2 cup of pretty finely chopped onion. We're just going to add some salt and pepper to taste on that. About 1/8 of a teaspoon of some crushed red pepper or red pepper flakes. If you like it spicy, you can add a little more, or you can leave it out. And let's go ahead and we'll throw in 1 bay leaf. And last but not least, our sweet potatoes. It's already putting off a good aroma. So we're going to let this go. Keep your eye on it, stir it every so often. Maybe 8 to 10 minutes, because we want these sweet potatoes to cook, and that's why I let that boil for 10 minutes first off. So the onions maybe a little bit more than soft. Maybe they'll be starting to brown a little bit, and that's okay. All right, my onions are starting to brown a little bit, so we can add the next set of ingredients, and that's going to be 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And I'm getting pretty good sized spoons. I'm going to turn this down to low. And we're going to put in, this is my favorite spice, garam masala. It's a Indian spice. If you don't have this, this spice has so many different things in it. It's got cumin, coriander, cardamom, cinnamon, salt and pepper. It's just, it's got a lot of, and it's a pretty potent spice. It's, not necessarily hot, but very strong spice. So I'm just using a 1/2 teaspoon. If you don't have this, and you don't want to get it, you could probably get it at any major grocery store. It'll be, if not in the spice section, it'll be in the international food section. But it's really good in so many different recipes. But if you don't have it and you don't want to buy it, you can just use some cumin, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of the coriander, and that'll get you okay. And I don't know if I told you, I put a bay leaf in here, and a bay leaf, there's some bay leaf in there also. So that'll get you pretty close. Okay, we're letting that tomato paste kind of heat up. Okay, now we'll put in some of our liquids. I've got 1 can of garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, some people call them. I'm going to add the can, liquid and all. Here's another great, interesting addition. 1 cup of coconut milk. Make sure it's milk and not coconut water. Then a 1/2 cup of water. And here's our next surprise ingredient. I've got a pretty overfilling quarter cup of peanut butter. With all these flavors, I'm not real sure what the origin of this recipe is. The coconut milk, and we're going to put in some lime later on, kind of sounds like a Thai kind of recipe. But the garam masala, chickpeas, kind of sounds Indian. Okay, so we're just going to let all these flavors blend in. You can test it like maybe 10 or 15 minutes, just until those sweet potatoes are nice and tender. Then with the the coconut milk and the lime, the red hot pepper flakes, we're going to top this with some cilantro and some peanuts at the end. Oh, it's going to be so good. I think I'm going to serve this over some rice. All right, it's been simmering for about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to turn the heat off, and the next great flavor we're going to add to this is the zest of about a half a lime. We want maybe a teaspoon in here. And actually, I read some interesting things on the lemon and lime zest. The actual zest, the green part here of the lime, is really not that sour or bitter. It's once you get into the white is what where the bitterness starts. So if you sometimes think you're using the zest of a lemon or lime and that your recipe comes out a little bit bitter, that's probably why you're going in a little bit too deep on the fruit. And that's going to mesh in with that coconut. And then we're also going to add about a tablespoon of the fresh lime juice. All right, we'll give that a quick stir in. And then our rice is ready, so we'll be able to serve. All right, let's get a little rice in the bottom of our bowl. This is a small to medium sized bowl, and there's probably enough for 4 to 5 bowls here, with the rice. All right, so our final little toppings, I'm going to add some toasted coconut. Just a few. I have some raw peanuts. And then our cilantro, which will go so well with the coconut and the lime. And it looks beautiful. All right, let's give this a taste. Smells really good. I smell that peanut butter and I smell that coconut. Still a little bit hot. Wow, those fresh peanuts on top give it a nice crunch. Yeah, cilantro, the lime, peanut butter. So just enough heat. It's a little bit of heat, so if you don't like it too hot, put in a little bit less of the red pepper flakes. And you can taste everything. You can taste the sweet potatoes. A little bit of richness of the tomato paste. I'm going to eat the whole thing on camera. Really a good recipe. I really enjoyed it. Really good. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Dead Foodie right over there. And thank you for watching.